to do your moon pies. Well, I've got some wine suggestions for you. Lemon moon pies, Sauvignon Blanc, Chenin Blanc, or Pinot Grigio.
Stuart Reb Donald, acclaimed food and travel writer and world-class chef.
I was chef de casserole. I made the casserole for the frozen food department.
For more than a decade, they've combined their expertise to answer your questions and introduce you to the culinary movers and shakers you want or ought to know. Four-time Taste Award finalists, 10-time Nappy Award losers. They are the dynamic duo of dining. Drop, keep screaming for more. Mike and Stu on FM Talk 106.5.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Sip and Chew Show on this very moist and chunky, as Stu described it, Sunday morning.
Moist and chunky.
First Sunday in June, second day of hurricane season. We ain't got nothing to talk about today. Actually, we do, but we'll come up with
plenty
something.
to talk about.
We have no subject, but there's a lot, everything's a subject. If there's food and drink out there, we have something to talk
Food
about.
and booze.
But hey, look, if you hear dead silence, call in. 251-343-0106.
What is that, Mike?
That is the Callahan's Irish Social Club text in and call in line. We'd love to hear. Or you could go on to the our Facebook page,
To the online.
and send us your answer. We get all kind of messages.
Or on the YouTubes.
Or on the YouTubes.
Yep, we're live on the YouTubes right now. We are live on the
About it.
Facebook. Just look for Sip and Chew and Mike and Stu on both of them. You know,
Where-
use the search function.
Where else are you going to find that many outlets to contact us?
You can also
Uh,
text us.
Huh?
You can also use text us. Just text questions or thoughts.
That's it. That's it. And if you know my cell number, you can text me there. I've got a few people do that too.
Yeah.
So anyway, it is a rainy day, and that's okay. That's okay. The
Oh, yeah.
plants need it.
Yeah.
We didn't get enough the other night. You know, it was pouring through my air vents in my apartment. It was raining so bad. It hasn't done that since Sally.
Yeah.
So in my windows, I had water coming in my windows. So I just put buckets down and went back to sleep.
There you go.
I'm tired all day.
Now you can wash your hair in that rainwater because that's good. That's good water to wash
Not
your
this rainwater.
hair. Okay.
Not this
not,
rainwater.
not unless you want people calling you Rusty.
Yeah. You know, we got the coal ash floating in there downtown. So,
EPA put the kibosh on that.
well, they still got coal down there.
Yeah.
But anywho,
Yeah,
What's-
they can't dispose of them in those ponds mere feet away from one of the most important estuaries in the world.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Stu, what's going on in your world, man? I got a present for you out my car.
Oh, mango?
No,
Oh,
avocado.
avocado. Oh, why did I think you said mango?
I may have
Oh, okay.
mango, avocado.
Yeah,
They're both the same thing.
Yeah,
Some
Stone fruit.
Yeah,
both
so,
stone fruits.
David Hubble said that one person said it'd take about 12 years, and I said, I ain't worried about it. Those are Stu's plants now.
Yeah.
But they make good
Just
shade.
one
trees.
more thing to make the neighbors disappear,
There you go.
or the street.
Blocks
That's
the
what
street noise. And,
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to block the street view too.
Oh, okay.
There's not much noise on the street.
Yeah.
I just don't. It was a lot more charming to look out and see a red dirt road than it is to look out and see black asphalt.
I see.
So
I go to Stu's house, you get too far in his property, you start hearing banjos. And he likes it like that.
I will tell you this. At times during the summer,
Mhm.
you will hear gospel music,
Oh, okay.
not from my yard.
Oh,
The folks that purchased my grandfather's estate, which was across the street from where we lived,
mhm.
they occasionally will let churches come out there and have revivals.
Oh, cool.
They go late into the night.
Do they jump up and down?
I don't know, but I can hear them up at my house, and they're probably a good mile from me.
Oh, wow.
But he had a lot of property. He had 40 acres there, and most people know this, the big curve on Fire Tower Road that had the lake on it.
Okay.
That was
I
my
was out
grandfather.
that way yesterday.
And then he had what we called the lower 40,
Mhm.
which was the last 40 acres, 20 acres on each side of Fire Tower going up to House Ferry Road.
Okay.
And he and then the kids from that family, because it was a different mom than my dad's mom.
Okay.
But they sold off a good deal of that land. My cousin actually has a house in the middle of it too. But we used to drive cattle from one end of Fire Tower Road to the other
That
end.
took a long time, didn't it? How many cows could you get in your car to drive?
Well, I actually, we had a sheriff department escort. My dad would get out on the middle lane in his patrol car with the siren
At
going.
least with teenagers, you drive them to the skate rink. You maybe have 1, 2, or 3 in your car, but cows, you could only get about 1 cow in your car.
Yeah, I rode in the pickup truck with my grandfather behind me. It was about 100 head.
Wow.
There was not many people.
Like a cattle, like Clint Eastwood movie, a cattle drive. And,
Yeah, it was an actual cattle drive, but we use cars instead of horses.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, about 100 head that we would drive occasionally, maybe once or twice a year, down to the other pasture to give the grass a chance to come back on the other one.
Mhm.
But that's how we did it.
Rotating.
Yeah,
That's the way my grandfather did. My grandfather was a cattleman up in Collins, Mississippi, and they had their property divided up in sections, and they'd go here for a few days, and they'd go here for a few days, and just rotate them around.
That's what it's called, rotating.
Then every
Pasture
December,
land.
every
We do that
December,
pasture land too.
yeah, and then every December, for Christmas, all the
everybody
family
got leather shoes, leather
No,
boots.
we got a freezer full of meat
That's
every Christmas.
good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's real good. That's grass fed, grass finished right
it
there.
is. It was. Did a lot of quail hunting, dove hunting up in there.
I did some quail hunting on the ridge above the lake on the other side. Would do some quail hunting up there. I almost lost my dog Deke one time. And we're going through, and he wasn't a bird dog, but a dog can startle quail. And I turn around and he's gone. And I can't find him anywhere. He had fallen into a gopher turtle hole.
Oh Lord.
Because Deke only weighed, he was like a 10-pound dog. He was small. Thought he was 150. And I found him and completely submerged in that hole. And I pulled him out. But
That's a YouTube moment.
it would be if we had the YouTubes back then.
Yeah.
It was I was supposed to pull out the camera
TikTok
on my
moment.
parents' rotary dial phone mounted in the kitchen with a 30-foot cord on
A ticky tock.
it. But I would tell you this about that experience growing up around cattle is, to me, cattle manure is a very welcoming odor.
Yeah.
Because it brings up those childhood memories. It's not anywhere near as bad as like human or dog poop. It's, because it's grass, it's a little sweeter and stuff like that. But when I smell it, the first thing I think of is, it takes me back to Pops.
Pops.
Yeah, that's what we called my grandfather. I actually had 2 grandfathers, grandfather and a step grandfather, and they just had me call both of them Pops.
I've had the same thing.
So that I didn't get them confused, since they were, one of them was married to the other one's ex-wife. So that's how you do that.
That's keeping it close.
And that step grandfather was a tugboat captain.
Oh, cool.
So, and then I don't know what my mother's dad did. I don't know that he had a career so much as he always. Well, he was a sharecropper.
Yeah.
So he ran people's farms for him. But by the time I'm getting to know him, he's retired and they're living in their house in Spokane.
My mother's father worked for Hughes Aircraft in California, and he worked on a spruce cruise.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a great big old wooden
That's a
plane right
big
there.
old plane.
Yeah.
Sure. At the
Great
time.
big old.
At the time, yeah. I know when we come back after a break, something was in the news, and federal news and big news, and I want to ask you some questions, because it's a subject that you and I have covered, and I have seen so many people talking about, not this case, but in general, about seafood.
Yeah.
And we've covered it before, but I think it's worth going into summer season to really talk about seafood and where it comes from. Because I walked into a place to get some catfish yesterday, and they said it's sway, and I said, no way, no sway.
Yeah.
I'm not eating that.
They're not allowed to call that catfish legal.
Well, they said, I said, is this catfish? She said, no, it's sway. And I said, well, that's all right. I won't get it then.
Right.
Give me that for chicken. Is that chicken?
And I can tell you, thawing out cases of shui,
Mm-hmm.
it smells, when it's thawing out, it smells like you went to the bathroom.
251-343-0106 is the Callahan's Irish Social Club call-in and texting line.
LCM Motor Cars helps their customers find the cars or trucks they want and helps them find financing that works best for them. That's why LCM clients keep coming back to buy their cars. See the current inventory at lcmmotorcars.com or what's on the lot. See it in person, Highway 90 in Theodore.
Hello again, friends. I'm Randy Bergen, inviting you to join me, Coach Rick Cleveland, and Coach Mark Lassiter for the Thompson Tractors Prep Sports Report. We'll be coming to you live from the Eastern Shore Toyota and Hyundai Studios for 2 hours beginning at 8 a.m. every Saturday morning. We'll visit with coaches, athletes, administrators, and more as we'll keep you up to date on all things prep along the Gulf Coast and the state of Alabama. Wake up with the Prep Sports Report team this Saturday morning starting at 8 a.m. right here on FM Talk 106.5.
Every moment counts if you're at risk or living with lung cancer. And anyone with lungs can get lung cancer. It causes more cancer deaths than breast, colon, and prostate combined. It can feel like a race against time. And while there may be moments where you question your next step, it's essential to know that you don't have to confront lung cancer alone. Through it all, Go-To for Lung Cancer is here for you. From screening, treatment, and survivorship support to finding the right care close to home, we are your community. As your friends, your guides, your teachers, your advocates, and your support system, Go-To is your go-to.
Everybody talks about being
Confronting lung cancer starts here. Visit goto.org.
If you're talking about it, they're not doing anything.
Well, there's only 4 parties.
We're talking about it. How unemployment has dropped, so have wages. It's talk, Southern style, on FM Talk 106.5.
Advertising. It's how you encourage people to buy your products, services, or ideas. Imagine being handed a microphone to speak in front of a stadium of 30,000 people. What would you say about your business? FM Talk 106.5 can put you in front of that audience. This is Celeste Hollis. Together, we can create an effective advertising campaign. Our listeners are eager for information, trust our station, and prefer to patronize local businesses like yours. Call me at 445-7249, and let's talk about how FM Talk 106.5 can help increase your business.
The man, the myth, the legend returns to FM Talk 106.5. He's traveled the world from South America, Africa, Asia as a drug enforcement agent, security consultant, and a few other things we can't reveal. And now he's home on the Alabama Gulf Coast, sharing his thoughts and ideas with you on FM Talk 106.5. Vietnam veteran, retired federal agent, and former vice chairman of the Alabama Republican Party. It's the George Williams Show, Tuesday at 7 on FM Talk 106.5. To get on the line, call 343-0106. Now back to Mike and Stu.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, man.
Hey, Michael. I know it's a little bit rainy outside, but where can I get breakfast on
This
a day?
time of morning?
Yeah,
And this
with alcohol.
with alcohol, I would go if I were you.
Yeah.
You probably can't sit outside. Although it has stopped raining now.
For
But
the second.
that's here, but not
Yeah.
at the Bob's Downtown Diner on the corner.
Oh,
of Fat
great
and Happy.
place.
You know where that is.
Yeah, they have Bailey's breakfast.
They do have Bailey's breakfast, and
That
every
Mike
now
Bailey is named after, but is never ordered.
I've had it a couple of times,
Okay.
but every now and then I like to order my friend Julie's breakfast because it's 2 pancakes, 2 eggs, and bacon.
And that's on your diet?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's when I've been good. That's when I've been bad. I've been good.
You had been good for a long time.
Hey, coach, my coaches listen. But anyway,
Oh, they can tell.
but yeah, Bob's Downtown Diner,
Yeah, okay.
corner Fat Hat. We all know where that is.
Yeah.
Hey.
If you were making breakfast at home,
Mhm.
what would you make?
I would use eggs.
Oh, nice.
I'd probably make a little avocado toast,
Toast, yeah.
But
Or
make the
avocado toast that tastes like avocado.
or toast that tastes like. But I'm actually take the avocado, egg, and cheese and make toast, make bread, my own bread out
Right.
of avocado. Delicious. Put an egg on it, and I'll put whole sausage and meats on it.
And meats? You can put like a leg of lamb?
Wholesale meat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I use Hall's Cajun smoked sausage.
That's good stuff.
But I cook. I like eating cabbage, fried
Yeah.
cabbage, and I put that in all the time.
Oh yeah,
all the time. So
pork in there to go with the unctuousness of the cabbage.
oh man, the flavor. To me, of all the sausages out there in the market, that one has the flavor, the spice combination, and the flavor profile that I'm liking.
It checks all the boxes.
It checks every box for me. Checks it, and it snaps when I bite into it.
Say you didn't want to make your own breakfast. Say you wanted a burger in the middle of the afternoon on a Monday or Tuesday. Where would you go for said burger?
Oh, where else? Butch Cassidy's.
Oh, would you get the world famous Butch Burger, or would you get the soon to be famous Prairie Burger?
I'd like to Roy let me put an egg on if I want.
He tolerates things.
Yeah, he tolerates things.
Oh,
He'll
yeah.
let me put the egg on if I want it.
Yeah, the sunny side.
But I'm gonna tell you
But
what,
he's got no crunchy peanut butter for you, no pineapple, no chocolate syrup.
he has before.
He's had it in there.
If I asked for it, he would.
I've stopped by there before to drop something off and him go, "Hey Stu, you like oysters?" "Yeah, I'm shucking some oysters back here." Went back to the kitchen. Have Roy shuck me some raw oysters.
Had that a bunch of times there.
Yeah.
Bunch of times there. But
Yeah, it ain't on the menu, Steve. You got to know somebody.
you gotta know somebody to get the oyster treatment. Oysters. But you never know when Roy's gonna do that. I mean, he'll just bring out a sack of oysters, or he might cook some chicken and dumplings and not tell anybody, and then just come out there and serve you chicken dumplings after you just got through either eating or ordering food.
I stopped by to drop off a case of Conecuh sausage to him one time, and he goes, we got the cases from the Cajun cook-off,
Mm-hmm.
and I use Hall's.
Mm-hmm.
And Roy's like, "I'll take that case off your hands. That's what I serve here." Okay, I dropped by there. He goes, "Want some spaghetti?"
There's that.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'll take some spaghetti, sir. Yep.
All right. Real quick, we got a couple of quick. We got a couple of things to mention before we get to our subject at hand.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe Weimer's birthday was just
Saw that.
We love Joe and folks over there at Fox 10 News because we've been on Studio 10 a couple times. Stu has for sure. Been on a bunch. I almost took Joe's eye out with a champagne bottle one time.
No, you almost took my eye out.
Was it yours too?
Yeah.
So
I was a barrier between Joe and you.
okay.
I threw myself.
Back then you were a barrier. Hey, but look, I want to say happy birthday. Tomorrow is Victoria Bonneau. A lot of people don't know who she is, but if you ever eat at Mama Lou's in Robertsdale, that's who it is. Her and her husband own Mama Lou's over in there, and it's been around. Great buffet. Oh my God, the buffet is so good. And I like her gumbo. When she makes gumbo, it's not made the day before. It's made that morning, but it's so hearty. It's full of shrimp, and it's got all the components. Even got okra, which is supposed to have.
Yep. Only component that's required.
That's it. But so anyway, in the news, there was a very famous restaurant over on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, and I've eaten there several times.
It has broken my
And
heart.
we're not saying this. We're not doing anything. We're not talking about the subject in general to slam them or anything. It's a great restaurant, great
tradition,
service tradition. But they got popped by the federal government for
a very serious.
Yeah, and you never know how serious this is nowadays. But and we're not picking on them, but they were misclassifying, I guess, seafood.
Misrepresenting its country of origin.
Yes, and that's gotten to be a serious thing here in this country, especially along the Gulf Coast.
Oh yeah,
especially
that's betraying your community.
Mm-hmm.
But
we've talked about this subject.
Yeah, it's as simple as this. If you want to be a coastal restaurant that serves Gulf Coast seafood, don't just put a sticker on there.
Mm-hmm.
Serve Gulf Coast seafood.
Absolutely.
Because it is a jailable offense. It should be a jailable offense. It should be a fine that costs you your restaurant and a couple of years in jail. It's that serious of a betrayal of America's trust, because this stuff coming from Asia primarily is not healthy to eat. Just because they sell it doesn't mean it's okay to eat it. Mm-hmm. We've talked about this before. U.S. seafood is inspected 100% of the time. Every shrimp you buy from the Atlantic or Pacific Ocean has been checked by a USDA and or FDA inspector. Gulf shrimp, because of the BP oil spill, is checked 200% of the time. That means 2 inspectors look at every shrimp, every fish that comes in before it hits the market. Every one of them is checked.
Yeah.
The Asian imported seafood, only, it was under, when President W was in the White House, only 2% of the seafood coming from Asia was being inspected. Under President Obama, it went down to 1%. So it's not a party thing. Both of them are crooked when this comes. 98 to 99% of imported seafood from Asia is not inspected by anyone. What little is inspected is not inspected by the FDA or the USDA, the people that actually know what they're doing. It is the U.S. Commerce Department. For those of you who aren't familiar, the U.S. Commerce Department are the people that are in charge of printing up these brochures that they send all over the world that says, here's why you want to have your convention in New Orleans, Las Vegas, or New York. They don't know anything about food science, anything like that. So not only is it really bad for you, the shrimp from Asia, because of the additives they put in their ponds, makes you highly susceptible to aplastic anemia, which is an incredibly dangerous and deadly disease. There's chemicals that they add into farm-raised salmon from South America that is one of the worst carcinogens on the planet. They're not regulated in other countries like we are in the U.S.
Yeah.
Some of these are cultures that to them it's perfectly normal, and we have to understand the culture is vastly different. That if you say it's important to you that be Gulf shrimp, then they're going to tell you it's Gulf shrimp because they're trying to give you what you want.
Yeah.
And they don't understand you don't want the label, you want the actual thing.
Absolutely.
But to them, as long as they tell you that's what it is, they've done what they're supposed to, and that's not our culture.
Yeah.
Our culture is, if I tell you I want Gulf shrimp, by God, it better come from the Gulf of Mexico, or you and I are going to have a fist fight.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
I feel that the authorities come down harder on the local seafood industry and the Gulf Coast seafood industry than they do on what's being imported.
That's because chains don't misrepresent. They're proud of the fact that, all this crap comes from Vietnam. All this comes from China. They're proud of it. They don't care because their job is not to give you, a chain restaurant's job is not to give you the best possible dining experience. It's to give you the facsimile of a good dining
I remember
experience.
Decades ago when Del Champs was here, they used to get their beef out of Argentina, and they said it was from Argentina.
And that's a good country.
And it was grass-fed beef.
Right. Yeah. The beef from Argentina is fantastic. And let me point out, there are chain restaurants that do it correctly too. And Bonefish Grill is a wonderful example.
Absolutely.
They do it great. But one that just recently closed, that all of us have grew up knowing about them, and all we ever talk about is their biscuits, has not used U.S. shrimp since 1971. And the name of that restaurant is considered a curse word in the state of Texas because of that.
Yeah.
And that company also served 80% of the shrimp sold in the United States of America.
Yeah.
80% of the shrimp that Americans consumed came from this restaurant or from Vietnam. 80%.
Oh, wow. That went about fast.
Yeah.
251-343-0106, Callahan's Irish Social Club. Texas,
Social. You've been to
you done got me thinking,
We've
Steve.
been to Callahan's, Texas.
We'll be back.
You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant.
FM Talk 106.5, the Gulf Coast Weather Authority, and Dr. Bill Williams.
The Gulf Coast can expect partly cloudy skies today with showers and thunderstorms. High temperatures will be in the mid-80s. Tonight, isolated evening showers and thunderstorms, lows in the lower 70s. And for Monday, mostly sunny with just isolated showers and thunderstorms and afternoon temperatures in the upper 80s. This is meteorologist Dr. Bill Williams for FM Talk 106.5.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I'm Bob, an apartment home at Legacy Oaks, and I'm so excited. My new family is coming by today to get acquainted. I just love having a family to take care of. A lot of folks have been coming in and out, getting me ready, making sure that my gas fireplace and oven are ready. It's always cozy when my family gathers around the fireplace. I like to give my family plenty of room so everyone has their own space, but it's always nice when we get together in my large eat-in kitchen. And Mom's gonna love the large bath. It's a great place to relax in a large jacuzzi garden tub. I'll even protect the family vehicles with an attached garage. And some of my second-floor brothers and sisters even have private elevators. Kind of secluded in a large gated community in Spring Hill on Drew Drive with lots of green space. Real convenient to shopping, restaurants, healthcare, 10 minutes from I-65. There's lots more I can tell you about the amenities here at Legacy Oaks. Clubhouse, swimming pool, fitness room. But you can find out for yourself on the interweb at LegacyOaksApartmentHomes.com. Or you can always call Jimmy. She's real nice.
It lets you know everybody
at 344-8099.
It's just two people. I'm not encouraging anyone to do it.
Welcome home. Do you do it daily? I've been married for 20 years,
so
so I'm lucky if it's once a month. Not that.
Yeah.
I mean, do you go to lanyapmobile.com
Yeah.
on the daily?
No, I usually pick it up from the box downtown on Wednesdays.
Well,
And
you're really missing out because
it's
Lanyap
important
is
to remember
Mobile's
this
daily
is first and
newspaper.
foremost a
Lanyapmobile.com
charity
is
partnership.
updated daily with breaking news, award-winning investigative reporting, and the arts and entertainment coverage you've come to expect from Mobile's only
Unless I
newspaper.
got somebody
I
rich
just need to
that
check
brings
it
a
out
couple
more
$100 at
Yeah,
this.
you do. All you have to
Like
do
it's
is sign up for a
Linda Slim if
subscription. They're
somebody's
only
got a
$6.50 a
restaurant
month, and the
and they
first month
pull
is
their
only $1.
advertising.
Totally worth it to have a daily
But-
newspaper.
Yeah, that's far less than the 50 cents
But
I
I
used to
believe
stick in those
strongly
yellow
in the
boxes
charities,
every
too.
day.
That's
You
for
know,
sure.
James Beard
Well, if you
Foundation stuff
convince
they
me,
set
I'm
up
going to
for
sign up
restaurant
today and get my
employees
news from
because there's
Lanyap
nothing
on
for
the
restaurant
daily.
employees.
Great idea.
Lanyap is Mobile source for daily news, in-depth investigative reporting, commentary, cuisine reviews, and arts and entertainment coverage, as well as the best sports pages in Alabama. Sign up for a subscription today at lanyapmobile.com. That's lanyapmobile.com.
FM Talk 1065 is Mobile and Baldwin County's #1 creator of live local content.
Here we go. FM Talk 1065 at Midday Mobile.
You listen on the air, online, and on demand.
Oh,
FM
that's
Talk
good.
1065. Mike Bailey, Stuart Rebs Donald, devoted to the complete gastronomic experience.
I want a big butter and egg man.
Mike and Stu on FM Talk 1065.
All right, welcome back to Sip and Chew Show. Hey, Stu.
Yes, sir.
What's the latest on your attempt to be the next hottest chef in America?
I don't know how
Go
hot
to
I would
Nashville.
be.
Well, in a few months we're all
I mean,
pretty hot.
I mean, we go to Westminster Village, there might be some folks that say, how hot.
Well, you're a 10 at Walmart, at least, or an 8 at least at Walmart.
Yeah, I finished the first round in the top 20, which is all that mattered.
Mhm.
Specifically, I finished 4th. And I currently, in round 2, sit at 4th.
Okay.
I only need to be in the top 15 in this round. And the voting on this will end Thursday evening. Apparently, Thursday evenings when they want to wrap things up. So it'll be like that. There's currently 4 days, 9 hours, 25 minutes, 37 seconds, 36. You get it.
I get it.
Yeah, you get it. If you go to our dashboards, each contestant has their own bio up. They don't give you a lot of words to say. My caption is 2015, a freak accident nearly killed me. After 2 years, 14 surgeries, and 24 weeks in a hospital, I have a lot to share. Hashtag death by tomato can. That's
like
what I've
that
got.
when I saw
That's
that.
using every letter of that
Yeah.
I had available. But then they go down and it says what inspires you to cook. So I said I have always thought that there are few things more noble than feeding someone who is hungry.
Mm-hmm.
I said, selfishly, I have to admit the creative aspect attracts me as well. It's an outlet for my ingenuity and a chance to show off. You know, what's your all-time favorite dish to make? You'll like this answer, Mike. I've been blessed to cook with incredible ingredients from all over the world. Everything from Kobe beef to seafood fresh from the Gulf of Mexico and in every style there is. But honestly, I most love making a really good burger.
There you go. I think a lot of people that way. I mean, it's a comfort food.
Yep. And then I have several pictures. You scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures of each individual's dishes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's pictures of my plating, and I craftily included descriptions of them in the photograph.
Okay.
So you actually know what you're looking at. Like you had some of that right there. That was a Mardi Gras balls that I did at one of the private dinners we did. You never had that though, and you would sure like to. Let me flip that around for you. That,
what is that?
An improvised dish.
Mm-hmm.
I had a job interview that I went to, and they said, okay, everything looks good, but can you cook? And I said, go in the kitchen. You got 1 hour to cook us 2 dishes. And the first one did okay. Something like that. It was a Creole restaurant. This one is Creole SOS, shrimp on a shingle.
Oh.
And I took Texas toast and put it on the charbroiler so you had the grill lines on it. Then cut it like you would a club into triangles and folded the points in. I did a Creole cream sauce reduction. Over the top of that, there's your SOS, your gravy on toast.
Mm-hmm.
Sauteed Gulf shrimp. And then I deep fried a piece of bacon so that it stood straight up out of the center.
Okay.
And then some green onion on there because, America.
Yeah.
But that dish got me the job.
Okay.
And even more so, a part of fried was I wasn't allowed to put it on the menu, even though they loved it because the owner felt threatened. But his wife asked me to make it for her every Sunday.
Mm.
So back at you, dude.
So you said a word a while ago. I think it was a signature dish.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think that you'd make better than anything else that you can cook? What dish do you?
Man, it's hard to put a button on it. I know that whenever I do a Reuben on a menu somewhere, my goal is for someone to tell me that that's the best Reuben in Mobile, and I never do them the same way. The Reuben that I did at Mars Hill Cafe was nothing like the Reuben that I did at Lucky.
Yeah.
Because you remember, we did a fried Reuben at Lucky.
Yeah.
And
when you did the fried Reuben, did you batter it?
No, actually what we did was we used mayonnaise on the outside of the bread and pressed panko breadcrumbs into it and grilled it on the grill. So it actually wasn't fried. It just seemed like it was fried.
Oh, man, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it was crunchy on the outside, and it was trendy for about 6 months, and then it trailed off. People just wanted regular. But like with that one that we did at Lucky, we had that incredible mustard that we got from France, that coarse ground mustard that we used for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we made our own corned beef. We got it in pre-corned.
And just to be clear, it wasn't Grey Poupon, was it?
No, it wasn't. I don't remember the name. It came in a metal can. We had to open it with a can opener.
It's like escargot.
Yeah, but yeah, big can from France. And then the other thing was the corned beef itself. We did not boil it. We braised it in Coors Light because we got Coors Light free for selling all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a free thing.
Wow.
So I would put about 1 inch thick of Coors Light in the bottom of the pan, put the entire brisket in it covered with foil, and braise it for about 3 hours till it was falling apart.
Okay.
And in doing that, gave it, it was very soft and tender like you expect, but the top, because it was never submerged in liquid, had a bark on it like brisket that you would get at a barbecue place.
Yeah.
And that really, that brisket made it. In fact, when I was at an event, we were right next to Meat Boss, and we traded brisket, and he was really impressed with how I got that barbecue style bark on it.
Oh, wow.
Doing it like that. And then the one I did at Mac and Cheesery during Mardi Gras, I boil it in Cajun crawfish boil. Very intense flavoring. And then I use remoulade on it instead of mustard or Russian dressing.
Now you said you put mayonnaise on the sandwich.
On the outside to hold the panko.
Right. I've seen people use mayonnaise on steaks.
Mm-hmm. I haven't done that yet. It's going to give you good caramelization.
I haven't either. I want to try that this summer.
Yeah.
But my signature dish, I'd have to say that I love to make, and but it's an all-day process. Is bolognese.
Mm-hmm.
I take.
If it's only one day, you're taking a shortcut.
Well, I know it's better the next day, but I mean, I could spend 7 or 8 hours just to make it.
Yeah.
I start early in the morning, and it's like gumbo.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do it in layers. You can't just throw it all in there.
Yeah, I tend to throw it all in there.
So I do it in layers, and it's a good way to, start out with a mimosas or some sparkling in the morning, then you move on to
Some
the
beer
hard
in
stuff
there.
later in the afternoon. But gumbo that. But I want to learn.
By 6 o'clock, you're chunking plates at each other, and the cops show up.
So I want to learn to do the dish that we had at Billy's by the Sea. Bill's by the Sea.
The chipina?
The chipina. I want to master that.
Okay. Well,
One day.
John did not do his in the traditional way. The traditional way is you start with a single anchovy in the bottom of your pot with a little bit of oil. You're going to do what's called melting the anchovy. And then you're just cooking it until it dissolves into that. And what that's going to do is you're not going to taste the anchovy in the soup, but it's going to lay this really nice seafood base across the entire thing.
Yeah.
And that's the proper way to use anchovies and stuff. Putting a bunch of them on a pizza is bizarre.
Like in Caesar salad, yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's mixed into it there. Honestly, usually through the Worcestershire sauce. That's one of the components of Worcestershire sauce is anchovy. A Greek salad should always have a whole anchovy on top, or it's not a real Greek salad. That's a key component.
Okay.
Also, it shouldn't have Italian dressing on it. If it's get Greek dressing, cider vinegar dressing.
You got a favorite brand?
Make it yourself.
Okay, there's that.
At Mars Hill, I did as.
But I don't know how, Stu.
Cider vinegar and
Well,
oil.
you used to tell me all the time.
Google it. Give it a Google. Give it a Google.
YouTube it.
Yeah. I'll tell you, at Mars Hill, we did a traditional Mobile style Greek salad, because you'll find if you go to Greece and get a Greek salad, there's no lettuce of any kind. It's just big cut up chunks of vegetables. No lettuce.
Okay.
But a Mobile style is with the anchovy. Well, it's delicious. We would take several cloves of garlic, put it in a small pot, and put a pint or so of cooking oil on, real low for about 45 minutes. And then that would totally caramelize the caramel or the garlic in the oil. Then we would take that out, and now we have garlic infused oil. Then we would smash that garlic up, put it on bread.
Mobile used to be inundated with Greek restaurants.
Real Greek salad.
I don't remember the
Tommy's
salad.
Terminal.
I did not eat Greek salad.
Yeah, Tommy's Terminal, my parents said had the best. Russo's always did a good one.
I didn't eat salad, so I was a carnivore, so I didn't eat salad, but now I love salad. So
yeah. You want to holler at Cookie real quick?
Let's talk to Cookie.
Cookie, how many anchovies do you put in your salad?
Everything.
Okay.
All of them.
It's like, it's like even if it's meat and stuff, I'll just put that aside and do something else with it. To give it to my friends who are carnivores, right?
Right. Yep.
How about you? Listen, you guys are fantastic today. Just fantastic.
Thank you.
But, and Stu, you're the valedictorian of the contest so far, right?
Yeah, it's actually because valedictorian is actually the second highest GPA. I believe the salutatorian is the smartest kid in the class, and in America we reversed it for some reason.
I didn't know you could say salutatorian, man. You're impressing me all the time.
To be from Sam's.
And I also know the proper name for a restroom is the poop closet. The poop closet or the crapateria.
Crapateria.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you must have been in the military, right?
No.
Close.
Marching band.
That's close. That one time at band camp, you've heard of that.
One time at what?
Band camp.
Oh, band camp.
Band camp.
Hey, Mike, we got 1 minute left. Let Cookie talk.
I'm sorry.
I went to Girl Scout camp, Anyway, you did bring up something that I do have a question about, or a comment. It's kind of a question comment. For breakfast, gumbo is just fine with me, okay? But the really important thing that I wanted to ask you, you had talked about it early in the show. I think, did you call it skate, or it was something like that?
Shway, which actually is it's actually pronounced schwai, but here in America we don't understand that an A followed by an I is always pronounced as an I, because we're not in Asia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Is this the same thing that has been for numerous decades now? I'm not that old, of course, but where they took. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah.
They made scallops and passed them off.
Oh, that was actually a shark meat they were using.
Yeah.
No, what I heard it was stingray.
Oh, well, that would be delicious. I would rather have the skate.
Stingray is delicious.
Yeah. It's called skate when you eat it on a plate.
Skate on a plate.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back, y'all.
Well, I'll hang up and let y'all talk.
Thank you, Cookie. 251-343-0106.
You like following your favorite high school sports teams? Do you want to know more about the actions of state, county, and city leaders? Do you want a newspaper that speaks to you and your interests?
Have a talk with you.
If you answered yes, you should be reading the Call News. Since first published in 1897, the Call News has reported on the issues that mattered to the people of South Alabama and continues to be ranked as one of Alabama's best weekly newspapers. Purchase the Call News at many grocery and convenience stores in South Alabama, including Walmart, Rouse's, and Circle K's. And if your favorite store doesn't have it, let us know and we'll make it available. If you want the Call News delivered to your home, we can do that too for less than $1 per week. Call us today, 251-866-5998. That's 251-866-5998. Or visit us online, thecallnews.com, and get connected to the Call News.
Hi, I'm Kim Holderness.
And I'm Penn Holderness. You don't have to have an amazing race to the doctor, but you should make time for routine cancer screenings.
I schedule my mammogram and other cancer screenings around my birthday and then treat myself to lunch.
I do too, because, of course, everyone likes lunch.
The C word can be scary, but routine screenings can detect cancer before symptoms appear.
And early detection equals better outcomes.
Go to preventcancer.org to find out which cancer screenings you need.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please call this toll-free number right now, 800-410-4036. That's 800-410-4036. Calling your addiction team, you're taking the first steps to recovery. Don't fight addiction alone. Their advisors are ready to take your call. Your future is still a bright place. The help you need could be one call away. 800-410-4036. That's 800-410-4036. This call is completely confidential. If you have private insurance, there could be little to no cost to you. Even if you've already been to treatment, give us a call. There is no need to let addiction ruin your life. Take the first step now. Call your addiction team at 800-410-4036. That's 800-410-4036. Make the free call now. 800-410-4036. Your addiction team is a third-party advertiser for various treatment centers and placement networks. Individual results will vary. Visit youraddictionteam.com/terms for more information.
People to buy your products, services, or ideas. Imagine being handed a microphone to speak in front of a stadium of 30,000 people. What would you say about your business? FM Talk 1065 can put you in front of that audience. Businesses call us. Together, we can create an effective advertising campaign. Our listeners are eager for information, trust our station, and prefer to patronize local businesses like yours. Call at 445-0011 and let's talk about how FM Talk 1065 can help increase your business.
For more than a decade, Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu on FM Talk 1065.
Thank you for calling in, Cookie. Well, I was love here for Cookie. Hey, they had a Jimmy Buffett tribute yesterday over at the Tiki Bar on the beach in Fairhope yesterday. I wanted to go, but I just had too much on my plate, and it wasn't food. I just had a lot of things I've got to get out of the way so I can enjoy my summer this summer. But
if you do want food on your plate, Bob's Downtown Restaurant would be a good place to go.
And you can get plenty of food on your plate down there.
Oh, no doubt. I was thinking about going after the show.
Are you?
Toying with it, yeah.
Okay. Toying with it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't forget to get that present I had for you in my car out of my car for you. And don't let it sit out in the sun, they'll die.
Wait.
Plants' lives matter.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Salad is murder too.
But yes, Bob's Downtown Diner on the corner of Fat Hat would be a great place to go after the show, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, and also we want to thank Hall's Sausage and Wholesale Meats. Go out there and ask for it, and look for them in the stores that ask for it. If you don't see it, ask where you keep your Halls. Where's the Halls?
Yeah.
Do that and see what happens. You might get arrested.
I'll tell you, they're over by the pharmacy. Not the cough drops.
Yeah, not the Halls.
Ooh, what about a Cajun sausage flavored cough drop?
Ooh.
There you go, Deborah. There you go. That one's free.
Yeah. And also, we want to thank Butch Cassidy's over there on the corner of, in the heart of Floshell, which is at the corner of Florida Street and O'Shell Road, right next to Cammy's Old Dutch Ice Cream.
They just put a new layer of yellow on the outside of the building.
Have they? And they got the new, well, they probably had some leftover paint from the one that got Fairhope now. So
yeah.
They took over the old Biscuit King, and now that's Cammy's over there. So anyway, there you have it, folks. What was Cookies?
Well, she was talking about them using Skate, which is Stingray as or a Ray.
I remember, and that's where I got to it. And that famous restaurant, seafood restaurant, that I remember being young, going to it, and I'd ordered a scallop, and the scallops did have a like crunchy style in the meat, in the fish itself.
Well, I've not had Skate. I really want to try it, but it's a different critter. When Andrew Zimmern did his show through here on the Gulf Coast, you remember our buddy Will Hughes took him skate hunting.
Yeah.
Took out
bow and arrow.
Yeah. They used a bow fishing kit, shot it with a bow. But the reason that a lot of people don't want to mess with Skate is it urinates through its skin. So cleaning it is nasty, smelling.
That would be a problem.
But once you get that off of there, you're just left with this beautiful white.
That's like chitlin. That's like eating chitlin, isn't it?
I'm eating chitlin.
I know, but you've got to.
Yeah, but once the skin is gone, that's not an issue. It doesn't seep through its muscle. It just vents it through its skin.
It goes around the muscle to the skin.
Well, yeah. If it went into the muscle, it would die because it would be septic. Yeah. So yeah, that's what Skate is, and some restaurants have used Skate, basically an ice cream scooper, just dip it through there, and then others have been caught using Shark.
Yeah,
which Shark is delicious.
I've had Shark.
Yeah, Shark's good stuff. I got a really huge piece up in Nashville one time. I was jonesing for some seafood, and Nashville's got a lot to offer, but good seafood's not one of them. And I was at Kroger or Harris Teeter, one of the more, posh grocery stores.
Posh.
And they actually had some fresh shark flown in from the Florida Keys or something. I bought a big old chunk and put it out on the grill. Because it's firm enough, I cooked it on the charbroiler.
Okay, doesn't fall apart.
Yeah, you want those, like Kobe is a good fish for the grill. That's why you see swordfish on the grill a lot too.
Yeah.
They're firmer, they're oilier fishes, so they can stand up to it. They have firmer flesh, so they won't fall apart. Flounder, it's just going to go right through the grill.
Well, I was going to mention that. I've been seeing on the Facebook page, the foodie site, Baldwin County Foodies. If you're not a member, you don't have to be from Baldwin County to become a member. As a matter of fact, the founder of that group is going to be our special guest next Sunday, and he's going to talk. We're going to talk about that and how you come up with it. And he's got I think 22,000 followers now on the people on the site. And members on the group, and he helped the guy in Mississippi start the Mississippi Gulf Coast, who has even more members over there. So he's got his fingers in all of it. But I've been noticing flounder. I've been seeing. I love flounder. I've been seeing a lot of people grilling flounder or baking it in the oven, which is what
broiling
I prefer.
It to me. The best way to eat flounder is a whole flounder, salt, pepper, butter, lemon, and broil it.
Well, they scored it.
Yeah, It'll get the flavor in there, help it cook a little better, help that skin get crispy.
Yeah.
But you cook it in the broiler, close to it, probably, I don't know, it's been so long since I did it, maybe 5 to 7 minutes. You want that skin getting crispy. Then you'll want to turn it over.
Yeah.
Gently, but and then about 2 minutes on the white side, and then you're ready.
But talking about on the grill, Dollar General's got these real thin aluminum pans with little holes in them, or they carry several different types that you put on your grill,
right
on the grill, and you can lay your vegetables or your
exactly
things that are
in a
fall
basket
apart.
too.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
baskets work really well.
But I think scallops is real scallops is probably my favorite seafood now.
Because you're not used to it. We're not a scallop area.
Mm-hmm. But they're delicious.
Yeah, right. They can, so it's
best I ever
it's
had.
adventurous.
Best I ever had was at the Rouse's Daphne. He just did garlic and butter. That's all he did them in, and they were delicious. But I saw Anthony Bourdain. I love watching the old videos of Anthony Bourdain. He was doing sea urchin roe.
Yeah, sea urchin roe. Yeah, uni.
Yeah, on noodles.
It is. It's very smooth. I have described it as like fish pudding. The consistency is very similar to pudding. It's very smooth and thick, and it's got a subtle, fishy, saltwatery flavor.
And you know what he was enjoying the most? He got all that out of the way, and he took his bread, and he was sopping the bottom of the bowl.
Southern man's got a sop.
God, yes, we do.
Yeah, but it's better used in sauces to do stuff like that than I've had uni sushi, and I'm glad I did it. It was a nice thing, but I'm like, I get this. I see why you would use it in a sauce because it's really a sauce texture.
Yeah.
But for those who don't know, we say sea urchin roe, but I believe it's actually the gonads of the male.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure because I'm not a sushi
I've
chef.
never had sea urchin, and I would love to have sea urchin.
I believe that's the only way you eat it. It's just that roe, like that, the uni. I could be wrong.
I've
That's
seen
just-
people eat them raw on TV, and I've seen them
then I guess they do eat
cooked.
Yeah.
At all different ways.
Well, yeah, because I've seen people now that put them on the grill, and that way that the thorny part on the outside kind of opens up and exposes the meat to it.
Well, this guy on the show, on the video I saw, he's digging it out of the sea urchin and putting it on Anthony Bourdain's noodles. But folks, we got to go. Maybe we can find out from Chase, who's got some good sea urchin in the area. Get out there, support local, be local, buy local. It looks like it might turn out to be a decent day. The sunshine.
So it's no longer moist and chunky. It's now provolone.
You got it, buddy. Provolone, please.
All right. See y'all later.
A slow network is no network for business.